Guys, my name is Heather, and I got the idea of starting a relationship advice vlog. I kind of got the idea, just it was kind of thrown away around with some friends of mine, how I ended up giving them relationship advice all the time. So they finally were like, you should really start giving advice online. So I figured that I would. Like I said, my name is Heather. I will be giving you relationship advice based on things I've experienced in my relationship past. I am now in a relationship that I've been in for 4.5 years, and I'm getting married. I am a psychiatry major, so I will be going into the medical field, and I will be working with different situations in my job life later on. So this is sort of something that I'm really just interested in anyway. But what I decided I would do is that I would break down these videos into different subjects so that, depending on what your situation is, you can figure out which video, which subject pertains to your situation, and you can kind of get my touch on it. I am not a professional by any means. I do not have a degree in this. This is sort of, my advice from my personal situations to you. Things that, you may decide have nothing to do with your relationship. You don't want to listen to it at all. It doesn't pertain to you or anything that you're about. I'm sort of biased when it comes to me giving advice to my friends because I tend to take their side more than the other one because, every situation has two sides to it, which is why I decided to do this, because I don't have personal relationships with the people who will be watching this. So this is not going to be biased information. It's going to be something that I can give to you and you can take as you need it. So what I decided to do is, like I said, I was going to do everything by topic. And I've kind of polled a lot of my Facebook friends, talked to other friends to figure out what issues are really issues in their relationships, things that they deal with, or things that they see that their friends are dealing with in their relationships. So what I've done is I've kind of compiled a list of different subjects that I wanted to use. Some of them include jealousy, affairs, sex life, because let's face it, when you've been together for a long time, it kind of gets dull sometimes, and you got to figure out how to spice things up, how to make things a little more interesting. So I figured I would throw that in there. Making sure that your relationship is 50-50, that you have, you putting in 50% of the work and your partner's putting in 50% of the work. Dealing and maintaining personal space so that you're not constantly together, but you're not so far apart that you drift away from each other. Double standards and hypocrisy, like say your girlfriend's like, oh, well, I'm going to hang out with all these guys, but I really don't want you hanging out with all your chick friends. I don't really like that. And that causes a lot of issues, and I've seen that in a lot of situations. So I'm really glad that someone brought that up to me because I wouldn't have thought about putting in here otherwise. Meeting family members, because let's face it, when you're in the beginning of the relationship, sometimes families are not the easiest thing to deal with. So I'm going to have a whole video blog completely dedicated to meeting parents, meeting grandparents, brothers, sisters, step family, all of that stuff. Some deeper subjects dealing with addictions, because I know a lot of relationships, there's a lot of things out there. There's drugs, there's prescription drug abuse, there's alcohol. And while my relationship has not personally been affected by addiction, like in the relationship, it has been a factor that we have had to deal with due to family situations. So, that's something I really wanted to touch on because that's something I really do have a personal connection with. So I wanted to help people who are in those situations. And also what I want to do is at one point, maybe below one of the vlogs, give my email address. And I want to have people come to me with personal situations. And if you're okay, I would like to make a video blog about your situation. And if not, I can personally respond to you and give you my take on your situation. Granted, if you email me and I don't have all of the details of your relationship, I can just give you, it will be that biased feedback. It will be what I'm seeing out of the situation and what I think you should do. Like I said, by no means I am not a professional. I'm telling you my personal opinion of this. So if it doesn't work, I apologize. That's just the only thing that I know through what I've been through. So anyway, this is my little intro, and I wanted to give this information to, first of all, my Facebook friends. And if this ends up on YouTube, then obviously it was perceived well. And I hope to be looking forward to giving you guys some advice soon. Thanks.